Visit PlayWinterPark.com.
Making a Way with Bargain Queen Cheryl Renee on KUHS Radio TV Denver.
Oh yeah, when I hear that music, I get calm. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Making a Way with Bargain Queen Cheryl Renee. It's Wednesday, hump day. Oh yeah, the week is either half over or half beginning. That didn't make sense, but I'm in here. Welcome to KUHSdenver.com. How's everybody doing out there?
Cool, tell the hopes to stick her head to be like, he got the Velcro. I'm gonna pop some.
Oh yeah,
only got $20
in your pocket, baby. I swear that's all you need.
Looking for a come up.
This is something awesome. Oh yeah, Macklemore, you guys know what you're talking about. $20. That's all you need.
This is awesome.
Oh yeah, this show today is all about saving money. Extreme bargain hunting. That's right. And on the phone, I got my girl, my Pinterest pal, Lisa McGrew. How you doing, Lisa?
Real good. Happy to be here.
Yeah, girl, we hook up, honey. Every week we get it on. This is my friend. 40 years we've been best friends. And
do you have your tape recorder on?
oh, girl, I recorded. I started it 10 minutes early. Henry was on me. I got it 10 minutes early. Thank you for reminding. See, that's a real friend. You know, I have to click the button in order to record my show, and there have been a couple of shows I have forgotten to click the dang button. And so there's no history of those shows. So last week I remembered about 20 minutes into the show. So that's a good friend to remind you, you know, even if it's in front of 30,000 people. It's all good, Lisa. Because we're looking out for each other, girl, and we are talking today about bargain hunting. Again, you are listening to Bargain Queen Cheryl Renee, and I didn't come by that title lightly. I know, you know, when you call yourself a queen, you think you got some, you know, you got some prestige, you got some skills, you know, you really feeling yourself when you could call yourself a queen. But I'm about this bargain life. Everything I do, everything I wear, most of the time, I would say 99% of the things that I wear are purchased secondhand. Including that beautiful dress that I had on at the 5 Points Jazz Festival this past weekend. I got it at Arc Thrift Store for $9.99. Hello! I'm very proud to say that. There's no shame in my game. But just a little history on the show for our new listeners. And we do have some new listeners. I'm looking here. We've got people listening in from Turkey, from Taiwan, from Trinidad and Tobago. I think this is the first time I've seen Trinidad and Tobago. Hey, my child. I have a child whose father's from that country. So anyway, welcome. But we've got our listeners listening in. But okay, hold on. I lost my train of thought because I was looking here at the thing. Canada, Pakistan, Ukraine, Indonesia, and of course right here in beautiful United States of America. Welcome to the show. But anyway, I got my, the name of the show is called Making a Way, and it comes from the Christian saying, God will make a way out of no way. And I stand on that. And I was 19 years old the first time I walked into a Goodwill store. It was my very first thrift store. Even though all our lives people had given us clothes, you know, my friends of my mom's, people would knew it always, you know, my mom would come home with bags of clothes. Well, I realize now it's because we were kind of ragamuffins. You know, we were struggling a little bit when we were growing up. You know, my parents were entertainers, and you know, when you have your priorities, when you're trying to make sure that the bills are paid and things that, you know, that are not a priority. And so anyway, I fell into my first Goodwill when I was 19 years old, and this started me on my journey of recycling. And that's what we are. We are professional recyclers. Ain't that right, Lisa?
That's right. Absolutely.
Well, what we do is we focus on Pinterest.com. It's a wonderful website that millions of people are participating in, experts, people who are just passionate about what they do. And we have a Pinterest page called Bargain Queen Cheryl Renee. Also, Lisa has a page called Lisa McGrew, and we have put together another fantastic board for this week called Treasures and Bargains Expert Hunting, because that's what we are. So, Lisa, let's just jump right in, because we've got some guests that are coming on today. I've got a young lady named Tanza who's going to come and talk to us about couponing, which is something that I'm not really into, I must say, because I am not into brand names. There are very few products that I am specifically loyal to as far as brand names. I got to have my Carmex, just the regular original Carmex. I got to have my Comet when I clean the bathroom. I'm just a Comet girl. That's all there is to it. And a few other things like that, just very few. But so I think that coupons are more steered towards brands. But again, there are people who do these coupons and they get to the register and they're paying $2 and they've got a cart full of stuff. So anyway, Tanz is going to be on the show earlier, and then we're going to have Kevin on the phone, who's going to talk about thrifting from a man's perspective. Okay, because I don't know about you, but I've turned out a couple of men onto thrift stores. I've got to say, to secondhand shopping, because particularly there was this one friend of mine who was kind of a snob. He was a snob. He didn't believe in wearing anything used or anything like that. And I remember we stopped at a Goodwill, and I said, look, I got to be free to do what I do. So why don't you just walk around, and then we'll hook back up, in 5 or 10 minutes. Honey, I saw him 15 minutes later. Not only did he had a cart, but that cart was full. And he was turned out. He was turned out thrift-wise, honey. From then on, he got it. You like wearing name brands, but why, do you have to pay $90 for that name brand shirt? Why not go over there and pay $3.99? Wash it, clean it, do what you have to do, but recycle. So anyway, Kevin's going to be on a little bit later, but right now, Lisa, first of all, how you doing, friend?
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm doing real good. I'm excited about this show. Okay. I think I have some good things to share.
Well, go ahead, honey. Jump right in.
Okay, cool. Well, 2 things about what you just mentioned. I also am not a coupon person. However, for groceries, if I could coupon right on my phone without having to cut coupons, and your person can teach me about that, then I'm all into that. And I will also say about thrift store shopping, I ended up marrying a man. I didn't know this when I met him, but he's an architect and that he has a good career. But my test of every guy is to take them secondhand shopping. And the first, one of our first dates was I took him to this store in Portland, Oregon called Shop by the Pound. You pay by the pound, not by the item. And he impressed me so much because, like the guy you were talking about, he ended up, he had like 26 items. I only found 2 or 3, but he was a rock star at it, and he was bragging about it. So I think it's a great test of your date. Go take them thrift store shopping and see how they do. Okay, now moving along. I want to talk about Pinterest. Okay, once again, Pinterest is free. You sign up, you make an account, and when we say we have a board, that means that we have, say, 100 or 200 pins on there, and each one leads to a link with a website telling you all about the details. So please check out Pinterest on Bargain Queen and also on Lisa McGrew. And today I wanted to share with you a couple of things. They're absolutely free. This isn't even about getting it cheap. This is about free. All over the world, there's Free Cycling the World on a program called Trash, Trash, nothing.com. So don't trash anything. You want some free stuff, or do you have some stuff to give away? Well, you just sign up for freecycle.com. It's FREECYCLE.com. And then you make a post of what you want or what you're giving.
Okay, one thing. I just want to jump in real quick. It's .org. freecycle.org.
Oh,
is what
I'm
it shows
sorry.
Here.
.org. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I said that wrong. Okay, you're right. It is .org. So, I've used it already. I've used this site already. Any town or city across the world is going to have it. Now, I live in a dinky little town, and we don't have it, but what we do have instead is on our Facebook in my little town. There's a little website right on Facebook where we can offer things for free, or we don't even have Craigslist down here. So even if you're in a dinky town, you can get this probably through your Facebook to either get or give free stuff.
And you know what?
Check this out.
So just to jump in there, since you talked about Facebook, I had a friend that signed me up for several free community pages on Facebook where people are exchanging things, selling things, giving things away for free.
Absolutely.
So that's something.
Yes.
Yeah. So that even the Queen didn't know about that. Oh, damn it! I forgot my bell. I had a bell already. I was going ding ding for these moments when the Queen is doing something new. But anyway, yeah, check your Facebook. And again, we just assume that everyone listening to this show is online because this is KUHS Denver is an online radio show. But if you are not online, you need to get online because you are truly living below the system of the way that the world is going right now. If you're not online, if you're intimidated by it, you want to start by going to the library, just getting on, finding out people there will help you. They will help you figure out how to get on, take a computer course, do something. I started off just by playing solitaire. I did. I wasn't really into the computer, but I got into solitaire, and my friend explained to me that would help me get used to maneuvering and looking at the screen and doing all of these things. But you can look online for so many things because there's a free section on Craigslist.
I love that.
I know where people are just giving things away. It's curb alerts. Hey, I'm putting this stuff out in this neighborhood, or I've got this thing and I don't want it. And then I just want to say, I always give this disclaimer when I talk about Craigslist. I am a huge advocate for Craigslist. 60 million people a week use Craigslist. This is something, but of course you got your creeps. You got your crooks. You got those who prey on people. And why wouldn't they be on Craigslist? They are there. Every time I see a story about somebody being led or hurt or killed or, cheated, it breaks my heart because this service is so wonderful. I've been using it for now about a decade. I've never had a negative incident. If you're doing a big ticket thing anymore, have the person meet you at the police station. They have an area set up in most police stations, and if you're unsure about your neighborhood station, call and ask. But I recently sold a big ticket item about 6 months ago, and I had the gentleman meet me at the police station. They had an extension cord set up there. They had areas set. Don't put yourself in danger, but don't live in fear. Don't live in fear. That's what I say. People, I never do Craigslist. Well, then you are going out and you're paying $200 for the same thing I'm paying $12. Or you're paying $200 for the same thing I'm getting for free. I mean, this is the reality. If you are a bargain hunter, and today's show is about extreme bargain hunting, then you got to get with Craigslist and at least check it out. Go on there. You don't have to click on anything you don't want to click. You can do everything and with anonymity. The people won't know your email address. Craigslist gives you an email, basically, that you could communicate with the people. But there are so many ways to save money. And again, today's show is about extreme bargaining. Lisa, we got another couple of minutes before we go to our song. You want to talk about something else?
Sure. I want to talk about something. It's probably more suited to, I only know about the one in the United States, but I'm guessing other countries have this as too. For example, all of the unclaimed baggage in the United States anywhere, well, this thing called Unclaimed Baggage Center, it's in Scottsboro, Alabama. They buy up unclaimed luggage from the airlines, and then what they do, they sort it, clean it, tag it, categorize it, and then they either sell it or donate it. It's a gigantic retail store. Now, everybody doesn't live in Alabama, but I'm telling you, since I heard about that, they have jewelry, they have clothes, they have tablets, they have treasures. Some things are very valuable. If you're ever cruising through Alabama, check out this place called Unclaimed Baggage Center, Scottsboro, Alabama.
Well, I'm looking at the website right now. It's called unclaimedbaggage.com. First of all, I want to tell you the Queen was shocked to see this on the Pinterest board. It never occurred to me that people don't get their luggage. I'm sorry. If the airline lost my bag, I'm moving heaven and earth to get my bag, because when people travel, what do? They pack their favorite things. They pack the clothes they look the best in, the underwear they fit the best. I mean, the jewelry they want to flash, their medicines. It never occurred to me that people actually don't claim their luggage. So I didn't know anything about unclaimed baggage, but it does say on here, plan your visit. So that lets me know that this is not something that you can do long distance. You have to actually go into Alabama. But you know what, girl? We might have to plan a trip, baby. Come on, Lisa. We might have to get in that Honda Odyssey, girl, and hit the road and go down here, because I need to know what's happening. I need to know what's happening here at the Unclaimed Baggage Center.
I agree. Me too. I'm going with you.
Okay, yeah, we're going to plan a trip. We got to do it, because, you can't call yourself Bargain Queen and not know about everything that's going on in your territory, okay? And we are here in the United States, even though a lot of our listeners are in different countries. And we just want to tell you how much we appreciate you all listening in, tuning in every week just to hear what we have to say. We're going to be right back after this song. I always try to pick a song that, has some kind of message. It might not be talking about that specific thing, but it's close. The name is in correlation or something like that. So I think you're going to like this tune that I found. I think you're going to be dancing around a little bit. A fantastic group from back in the day, Shalimar, some of Howard Hewitt, Jody Watley. I can never think of the third guy. Oh, man, you just don't want to be the third guy nobody can think of. But he's badass, whoever he is. The group is called Shalimar. You're listening to KUHSdenver.com, where this is Making a Way with Bargain Queen Cheryl Renee and my Pinterest pal. We'll be right back after this tune. It's the second time that thing is just as beautiful. Woo! I love that dress you didn't like, honey. Go ahead and recycle. Hey. about recycling, you guys. We're talking about extreme bargain hunting. And in order to be an extreme bargain hunter, you cannot be worried about who had on your outfit before. Clean it, wash it, wear it, sport it. They didn't know I was going to do all that to their song. Oh, yeah. 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 Sing, Howard. Shalimar. Great hit from the 1980s. Yeah. Second time is so much better, baby. Yeah, second time around, we are extreme recyclers. Or at least we're frugal. There are a lot of words to go with what we are. I think frugal could be a word. I like that word. You use that word, don't you, Lisa? That's your word?
I do love that word.
Yeah, and then what are some of the other words? What are some of the other words?
Well, I like yours, like getting bargains, getting deals, being frugal, just, penny pinching.
Yeah.
All of that
Tightwad. Don't call me a tightwad. I am a tightwad, though. But I have a good life, everyone. I have a very comfortable life. Because I don't want for anything. When you're able to get things for pennies on the dollar, you're able to get what you need. And you can live in comfort, Right now, look around you. Are you sitting on the floor? Are you sitting on the floor right now? Are you guys sharing spoons because you only have 2 spoons, so you have to wait till everyone else is finished eating before you can eat? Do you have a sheet or a pillowcase up over your window? It's unnecessary. You can live in comfort. Whatever you need, you can find. You need a bed? I tell you what, I got my beds. I got both my beds at the hotel buyout store in Atlanta. And these mattresses come from the Ritz-Carlton. Now, if you're hung up, I buy a mattress cover. These are checked. There's no bed bugs or anything. But if you're freaked out about it, go ahead and buy your new mattress. But me, I'm sleeping on a quality, top of the line bed, sleeping so comfortably, and I paid $150 for this bed. I mean, that's who I am. I'm that girl. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get your thing that you gave away for no money because the knobs were missing, because the paint was chipped, and I'm going to put some tender love and care into it, recycle it, and get it out of circulation. Here in America specifically, I talk all the time about how we love our stuff. We love our stuff. We've got garages full of stuff, our basements. We can't even enjoy our basements because our basements are full of stuff. We're holding the stuff for all of our kids, our uncles, mama's stuff we can't let go of because for sentimental reasons. These things all belong to my loved one who passed away. I can't get rid of them. Well, you have to start the process because what happens is you become a hoarder. And there is a freeing thing that happens with purging and pruning. Purging and pruning is good for you, to let go. A tree, a bush must be pruned in order to really grow. You got to give away things that are just taking up space. You know what I mean? You find a way. If that thing means something to you, but you're never going to use it, you're never going to hang it, you're never going to wear it, give it to someone you love. Or donate it to a thrift store, because I'll tell you what, my sweetheart and I, we went into this thrift store, and we don't have a fireplace where I live, but I love a fireplace. And I told him I wanted to get one, and I was thinking I was, going to maybe get one of the ones they make now because they're so cute. We walked in and found this full-size fireplace with the log that turns, the heater that heats. $15. I got my fireplace. I mean, we could talk about anything. It could be books, with movies. Do you not have any social life? You guys can't afford to go anywhere. Do you know you could get a VHS player? I know people are moving towards DVDs, but the thrift stores and the garage sales are full of VHS players, VHS tapes. You can get every movie. You can get every Disney classic for your child for little or no money right now, just by keeping your VHS player. I always have a VHS player because to me it doesn't make any sense to get rid of all of my VHSs, because I can get Blu-ray and I don't need Blu-ray. I just need a clear picture. And and I get my grands over and they love the Disney movies, and I feel good that I can give them every one and that it has not broke the bank for me. So anyway, I can go on and on, Lisa, but we've got 5 more minutes here. I want to give this time to you to kind of talk about what else interests you on our Pinterest board.
Well, I do want to say that I know that most of the pins are probably geared to the United States. However, there are lots of pins that I found for like the best flea markets or the best market areas around the world, and they're pinned on there. So please check that out.
Oh, that's great.
One thing I want to talk about, yeah, cool. You were just saying we have a lot of stuff. In fact, you're right. We have so much stuff that, thousands and thousands of people have storage units in our country, in Canada, and many countries, because they're either moving and they put their stuff in storage, or they have too much that won't fit in their house, or whatever the case is. Well, if they don't pay their storage unit fees, then those storage unit items go up for auction. And you can, I've never done it myself. I've seen it on TV, but I have a nephew who did it, and he ended up with some cool stuff. How does it work? Well, you can either do it online, or you can, call your local storage company, and you need to find out what kind of payment options, that they accept. And you find out that there's an auction going on, and you get there about an hour early. You need to give your driver's license and your phone number, and then you go to the storage unit, and they basically open the door, and you can look in. You can't cross the threshold. You can just look in and kind of see what is actual visible, and then based on that, you can kind of guess at what maybe it's all worth. Say you see some golf clubs. Well, those are valuable just them alone, and maybe you can't see it all, but you need to take a guess, and you need to set yourself a budget and stay within it. Then the tips I've read about on Pinterest are that you bid in small increments. Oh, and they say bring a flashlight so you can kind of peek in there from afar. And anyway, is the storage unit organized, or is everything packed pretty well? Is it in plastic containers? Basically, if it's in plastic, then there's probably fewer rodent problems.
Right.
Okay, let's say they say that most of these go for anywhere between $100 and $250. So, and why do people do it? Maybe it's their hobby. I read that some people do it because they have a secondhand store and they're looking for items, or they're starting up a new thrift store and they're looking for items, or maybe they're just trying to get something.
They're treasure hunters.
Yeah, treasure hunters. Yes, exactly. And I'm kind of wanting to check it out one of these times.
Well, I'm looking here on Pinterest. I see this bid13.com, bid and comfort from your home. And this is for storage lockers online. Yeah.
I'm real interested in checking that out just to kind of see how it goes. It looks like you go to this bid13.com and they have photographs of the storage unit with the door open. And you can actually bid from wherever. You can, by the way, put in what state you're in, and you can also put in, if you know the name of the storage company or whatever, you can put that in too. So that's one of those cool online ones. If you're right here in Colorado, you can go to the storageauctionkings.com. And it'll tell you whatever auctions are going on in your own area around Colorado.
I love it. So
it's another.
So people should just Google for their own state, because if they're doing it here in Colorado, they're doing it everywhere.
That's right. You can do it it's in Europe, it's in America, it's in Canada. I don't know what other countries it's in, but my gosh, we do have storage units here. And I know my nephew bid on one down in New Mexico, and I know he saw that there were some tools, and that's why he bid on it. And lo and behold, in the back of it were some hand-carved architectural details that they look like they're from Japan or India or somewhere really cool. And I know they're valuable. And I'm hoping to buy those off of him. But so I haven't personally done it, but he did it. And now every time you're not going to score, but it sounds like people score frequently. So It's one of those cool things to check out.
Well, the thing is, we have Lisa has 147 pins on our board. Treasures and Bargains, Extreme Hunting on Pinterest. Go to Bargain Queen Cheryl Renee. Check it out. If you want more information, 147. I just truly love Pinterest. I do. And everything that you can do. And you can find Lisa under Lisa McGrew. She's in there looking real snazzy in her brown cap. You know, you can find her there. She's got some great stuff. And that's how we even got started with this, because her page was called Frugal Happy. I'm like, man, we are so much alike. We are into the same thing. And I don't get into Pinterest like she does, because I wouldn't have time to do anything else all day. I would be completely caught up. It would be an addiction for me. I already have a Facebook addiction, which incidentally is going away now that I'm back home. I think before I had it so bad because it was my lifeline. When I was living in New York City and when I was in Georgia, it was my lifeline. But now that I'm home, I don't get on Facebook as much as I used to. But anyway, Lisa, you always, I always have some good things here, girl. You've always got some good news. Thanks so much for coming on the show again, and we'll see you again next week.
Sounds good, Cheryl. Take
Okay,
care.
hon. All right. Have an excellent day. Okay.
You too.
All right.
Okay, bye-bye.
Well, that's my girl. That's my Pinterest pal. And again, today we're just giving you some ideas on how you can save money. There's never enough time, and there's so many dang ways to save money that hey, we can only do what we could do. So right now we're going to come back here in a minute. I'm going to have a woman by the name of Tanza. She was referred by my daughter, because I called my daughter. I said, I need somebody who is seriously into couponing, because I'm not that girl, I'm not that girl. I'm not really into the whole couponing thing. So anyway, okay, I think this may be her. All right, we're going to go to a commercial, and when we come back, all right, Tanza, if that was you, call back. The name said something different. Oh, Lord, honey. This is what happens, folks. I'm the butcher and the baker and the candlestick maker in here. I engineer my own show. And sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes we have a few roadblocks, but you know what? That's how life is. Nothing is perfect. And if you get into that, if you stop trying to achieve perfection and just try to achieve excellence, you'll be all right. I do try for excellence here at KUHS Denver. We'll be right back. We're going to talk about couponing with the subject today, extreme bargain hunting. That's right. We'll be right back.
Are you a business owner? Have you always wanted to advertise but didn't know how? Get your advertising going with KUHS Denver and deliver to all the Front Range, to Colorado, to the entire world. We can do it for you from start to finish, complete with a professional commercial, social site presence, and other avenues of advertising. KUHS is now a very successful advertising outlet that brings results for your business or product. Get going today by calling Henry at 303-255-0567. Advertise with KUHSdenver.com today. Call Henry 303-255-0567. Advertise locally, be heard worldwide. Again, give Henry at KUHS Denver a call at 303-255-0567 to advertise with KUHSdenver.com.
Oh, yeah. And we're back. Now, I don't watch television. I'm going to tell you that right now. Maybe you can tell by my show, because I'm really not hip to everything that's happening out there on TV land. But there are some shows where they're trying to show people and hip people how to deal with couponing. Couponing. Saving money. That's what we're all about here. And I called my daughter, and she referred me to a friend who is seriously into couponing. I mean, these ladies work it out. They go to the store. Get out of the way, baby. They're not in there for no 10 minutes, honey. They go in there and they spend some time. That's what I'm talking about. They make it happen, and they're saving money. And on the phone, I've got Tanza. Tanza, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, good. Thank you so much for calling in and enlightening us, because, again, I'm not a couponer, because I'm really, to me, my recollection of couponing is a lot of brand names. And for a lot of reasons, I'm not specifically into brand names. You know, I think that the big corporations are taking over, and they don't really care about the ingredients that they're putting in. And plus, I like to support the smaller businesses and different things like that. But, you know, I do like to save money. That's my thing. And you're going to enlighten me and my guest today on how it all works. So you're really into it, huh?
Right. Oh, yeah. I'm really big on couponing.
Okay. So first of all, tell us how you got started, and then break it down on how you do it, what you do.
So I was just needed a hobby, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do couponing. And then I just started looking up Facebook groups in the Denver area, and they're really, really beneficial. So started looking up these groups, and I was like, okay, so where do I start? So I actually started, and you first have to find a coupon fairy. So the coupon fairy is somebody who you get bundles from. So these bundles are like newspapers. So at first I was going to Family Dollar, because you can get them on Sundays for $1. But if you find a coupon fairy, you can get to this person and they'll give you bundles before they even come out in the Sunday's paper.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Thursdays,
wait, Tanza, are you outside?
Okay.
Are you outside?
No, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Because we got a lot of interference in the phone line, so I'm just wondering what was happening there in the background. Okay, so you're saying
okay, yeah,
Go ahead.
Okay, so can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
So you find the coupon fairy, and you just, you keep in contact with them. It depends on how many inserts come that week, but you get between 10 and 15 of each insert. So there's there's Red Plum, Smart Source, and then you get one P&G, Procter & Gamble, once a month. So it's about health and beauty and all that. So depending on when or how many inserts you get, that's how much the fairy charges you. So probably between $10 and $12 a week to get about 30 or 40 inserts.
Okay, so you don't do the Sunday paper thing? You don't do the Sunday paper thing?
No,
okay.
Just because a lot of people coupon, so they're there, and by the time you get there on Sundays, they're gone.
Okay, so the fairy is giving you coupons that everyone doesn't have access to.
Right.
Okay, that might be worth $10, $12 a week. Okay, good. Go ahead on.
Yes. So you separate your coupons, and you kind of look for deals throughout the week. So you look for these deals, and you're like, okay, boom. And I've gotten to the point where I'm like, okay, I know there's a deal, so I'm gonna go do it. But people who have it takes time, but if you have a lot of time on your hands, get up early, because couponers go crack of dawn, 6-7 o'clock in the morning. Boom, they go to multiple stores, because there's a lot of coupon policies, so you just want to make sure you're following the policies and things like that. But you get up and you go shop your deals, and you go to different stores. But I literally save an abundance of money. It's ridiculous.
How much would you say? Because how much would you say that you save if you go into a store and you've got a cart? When you get to the checkout line, how much are you paying?
My goal is to spend less than $20, if that. I don't try to go in there I know I see a lot of people's out of pocket, and they're like, "Oh, I spent $40," and that to me is too much. And I'm like, no, this is couponing, So I'm like, I'm trying to spend less than $20 every trip that I go in. Recently, I just went and got Fiji waters. They were on sale. The sale actually ends May 29th, but the coupon expired last month. But I got 400 waters for free.
For free. And
Fiji water, that is.
Now tell
Fiji
me.
water. Fiji water is not cheap.
So you are buying in bulk It sounds like you are definitely buying in bulk. What are you doing with your merchandise? Do you have a room that's a location strictly set up to house all of these things? I mean, what are you doing when you buy in bulk? Because I understand that the thrill of the hunt and everything, but what do you do with, all of your purchases?
So my main idea when I started couponing was I wanted to give back to the community because I see Denver and I just see too many homeless people. So our first year I did it, me and my best friend, we were doing it. We gave back to the homeless during Thanksgiving and Christmas. So we gave away hygiene bags and she prepped food. So we did hygiene bags and food for just an abundance because there's so much stuff you can get for free. It's ridiculous. You just have to put the time into it. Like, I tell people to come with me, like go couponing with me so I can teach you the ins and outs because it's that much stuff out there that we can get for free and to give back. So a lot of the stuff I give back to the community. Me and my household, we use an abundance of stuff like detergent. We run through that like crazy. So, I keep like stuff like that, like the detergent, shampoo and conditioner, toothpaste, toothbrush, deodorant. All that stuff is free half the time. Wow. I literally am spending $5 on 40 or 50 items.
Wow. Well, I love it. I take my hat off to you guys, and it's something I probably need to get into. You know what I mean? I think you got to be. Can you agree with this that you got to kind of be into the brand names? Because it's the brand names that are couponing, right?
No, but I mean, they're out there. I mean, I wouldn't just go and be like, you know what? There's some brand name stuff out there that I want to get, but most of the time it is them. So like Colgate and, Secret deodorant and things like that, they're out there for a reason. They give you these coupons, and I'm no kidding, half of the time it's free.
Wow.
So why not go get Optimum Colgate toothpaste for free?
Right.
Like it's crazy. Like, they were 22 cents one time, so I went in stocked up. So I have a stockpile of stuff, like you was asking me about all that stuff. So I have a stockpile. I have a shelf.
Yeah, where's your stockpile? You got a room?
Yeah, it's in my basement, so I just put everything up. And whenever we need it, we just go downstairs and get it. We do like a $1 thing. So anytime somebody gets something, you just put $1 in a little bucket, and then we just re-up.
Oh, I love it. Okay, so again, how would you suggest, tell the listeners one more time how to get started before we go.
So first you want to find a coupon fairy. Get a coupon fairy. Be dedicated to the coupon fairy.
How do you get that fairy? Be specific. How do they go online and find a fairy?
Just go on Facebook groups. I have actually a group myself. It's called Coupons Divas /Devos. Also, 5280 Couponing is a really good group ran by Chuck. Those are the two main ones that I use in Colorado. Okay. But go to a Facebook group and say in search of a coupon fairy, and people will respond instantly.
Oh, I love it. Again, this is, if you're not online, you're missing out on some things. If you are not into the computer, I don't know how they're hearing the show if they aren't, but I still, just in case you happen to be sitting by someone who is on listening to my show and you're not on the show, on the computer, there's so much happening online. You could still get your Sunday papers every week. They have their inserts and whatnot, but being online, because even on our Pinterest page, we have a bunch of, we've added for this week's Pinterest page, Treasures and Bargains and Extreme Hunting, several links to different coupon sites on the internet. So Facebook is one way to start, or, get on there. But, girl, you've inspired my daughter. I know that. My daughter is seriously getting into it. I talked to her on Sunday. Ooh, honey, I got to go to the grocery store. That's my day to go to the grocery store. I'm like, oh, Lord, my child is into this bargain hunt thing. It's her own thing. You know what I mean? It's different than me, but I raised her to be a recycler and to be a bargain hunter. So, but I'm so glad she connected us. And thank you so much for all of the great information. Keep on saving money, honey. Keep on.
Okay, for sure. Thank you for having me.
Okay. All right. You have an excellent day.
You too.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And now, back to Making a Way with Bargain Queen, Cheryl Renee.
Woo! She said $20 was too much. Okay? That's what I'm talking. That is what you call some extreme bargain hunting, some saving money. And you know what? We got to save money. We got to figure out how to save money in this country because we have people. This show is geared toward working class, low income, and some people have a problem with the word class. But you know, I can't always be politically correct. I don't care if people call me working class. So I'm not trying to insult anyone when I say that. But to low income working Americans, okay, people who are struggling, people who are trying to figure out how to make it in this country, people who are working on living on minimum wage, you know, which here right now we're fighting so hard to raise the minimum wage, and you have people who are so, oh, how dare they try to raise the minimum wage to $15? Yeah, but at the same time, but you don't have a problem with the head of the company being paid $4 million a year. But the workers who are the blood of this land always have been, all the way from the time this country was came into, you know, the time it was taken from the Indians. Let's just keep it, you know, it's the working people who are the blood flow of this country. We keep it going. People want to thumb their nose up at workers, you know, put down people who are working for minimum wage. You know, I've seen some comments online where people are like, well, you know, you should have gone to college. Yeah, well, you went to college and you're $150,000 in debt. So you know what, we each pick our battles. We decide how we're all just trying to take care of our families. We're trying to live. We're trying to make it. We're trying to have some quality of life. You know, people don't want to live in poverty. You know, but what we're doing on this show, we're saying if you are living below the poverty line, and it's very easy to do in this country. If you are living below the line, then guess what? It's okay. You know, what we're going to do is we're going to show you some ways that you can save money. Now, I had mentioned earlier, you know, that I am a recycler. And as a woman, but I'm very blessed. On the line is my sweetheart. And I asked him to be on the show because this is somebody, as it would happen, that my sweetheart, that, you know, I would meet my other half and he would be the bargain king. I mean, he's 10 times greater at this than I am. So, you know, I wanted to get a male's perspective on bargain hunting. Hey, Kevin.
Well, hello there, Cheryl. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. It's a pleasure to be on the air and a part of this organization.
Well, I had to have you on because you have really, you have shocked me. I mean, you know, we get into it, folks. We love it. We love stopping at garage sales. We go thrift store hopping, you know, whatever it is that we could do, we do it. And, you know, I've seen him, you know, take some tactics because I'm not much of a bargainer. You know, I figure things are already broken down, but he can bargain somebody down. But there are a lot of men who are missing out on being the sharp as they could be. And I have to say this about this man on the line. He is one of the sharpest dressers I've ever met. And the reason that he's able to do that is because he understands that, yeah, you can, and I'm sure he does buy new, but he understands that, you know, things are being recycled. One man's trash is another man's treasure, and that you can find things to enhance your life. And I'm going to send this out to all the men who are snubbing your nose at secondhand shopping. What you got to say about that, Kevin?
Well, I would like to say, Cheryl, that one of the things I learned about bargaining was some years ago, I was a car salesman when I was in college. And they said that being a good salesman was being able to bargain with your customers. And I've gotten a lot of customers. So I've used that to in transition to bargain when I go out looking for things. And they say, well, sometimes you can find the best things at smaller places. And people think to spend big money. So I started going to some of them smaller places, checking them out, Goodwill, art stores, antique stores. And guess what? I have found some of the most great top-of-the-line fashion names things for a little bit of nothing. Sometimes they was used, and sometimes they would just brand new, never being used.
Right, because people don't realize a lot of people give new clothing away to the thrift stores. Everything is not used. Some things are new.
Yeah, and I found some very nice things for a very reasonable price. And if you can save $1,000 on 4 or 5 pair of shoes, some nice pants, dress coat, hey, I do it any day, any place, anywhere, anytime.
I know that's right. Well, I also wanted to, one of the angles I wanted to bring on is just how much fun you can have. If you're a treasure hunter and you find someone that's like-minded, this is a good way to get out and have even a date. I would say probably most of our dates are maybe thrifting, huh? Because we both love it. Yeah, but our home is very comfortable. We don't really want for anything because we find exactly what we want for little or no money. So, this could be a way. I think it'd be. What do you think about that as a date? Would you ever ask a person to a date, say, hey, let's go do some secondhand shopping. Let's do some thrift shopping. What do you think about that?
Hey, I think that's great. And one of the things my grandmother told me, she said, it's the little things in life that count. Mm-hmm. And if we can just look at the little things and learn to appreciate the little things, you'd be surprised how much you can get out of it. Mm-hmm. And I just want to say that there was a place that used to be a hamburger place called White Castles. And let me tell you, you could go there and get 4 for $1. I remember when hamburgers was 10 cents. But I'm just saying that it's almost like a bargain place. So, you go to places like that and you can find some great deals, good people, and good sales. And you can't beat it nowhere.
All right. Well, I appreciate you coming on, honey. And, I think it's so great. I think it is so fantastic that you're the bargain king, because a thrift shopping is my hobby. It's not only, it's a passion, but it's also my hobby. I really love going into a place and just looking at everything that's there, as opposed to going to the mall. When he suggested we go to a mall one time, I was like, no. Well, because I'm a treasure hunter, I would rather go to the thrift store and look around at all the things than to go into the mall. But that's just my mindset, But anyway, I know you're at work, and I just thank you for calling in and, and helping me to encourage men to open their eyes and, and to reach out and do what they can do and secondhand shop and recycle.
Well, it's a pleasure, Cheryl, and I've taken some good advice from you as well. So you was definitely my competitor amongst competition. So you keep me on my toes, too. I appreciate it. Love you so much.
All right, honey. Love you, too. Thanks for calling in.
Okay.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Oh, you too. See you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, see, I'm telling you right now, honey, you got to put out there exactly what you want, what you need. Of course, it's not going to ever come the way. Life is not like that. We're not going to get everything we want. But I feel pretty good that I found a bargain king. That's right. How's everybody doing? You feeling all right? Okay, well, you know what? It's that time of the show when, we, again, just very quickly here, I got Henry Archuleta is in here right now doing a little feed for Facebook. Hello, my people. Today's show was about extreme bargaining. We have come up with some great tips. Again, we want you to go to Pinterest.com, Pinterest.com. Find us, Bargain Queen, Cheryl Renee, or Lisa McGrew, our page. We have so much information on how to live for little or nothing. The motto of this show is sharing no-cost to low-cost ways to enhance the quality of your life. We want to show you ways to save money. We had our Tans on here, our couponer girl. Thank you so much. Men, we encourage you to put your pride to the side, honey. Go in that thrift store. If you don't like the way you look, if you're not going out because of your wardrobe, you're not dating because of your wardrobe, you're not going to church, or you're not doing anything because of lack, there's no reason to have lack. We encourage you to become a recycler. and go and get your things. You know, if you buy it for $4, you can afford to put it in the cleaners. You know, you can afford to wash it and take care of it. That's all we're saying. We want you to enjoy this world.
Here's your BQ tip of the week.
All right, BQ tip of the week. That's hands in the air. Shades of Dre. Andre Williams gave me my theme song. I love it. All right, the tip of the week is, we had played before, Macklemore. I'm going to have some fun. I only got $20 in my pocket. Tip of the week is all you need is $20. I challenge all of you out there to take the BQ challenge. I want you to take $20. Perhaps all of your money is going to bills. You have nothing left over for yourself. I think it is a shame when all we do is live for our bills. I just can't do it. So I have a $20 challenge. I spend a minimum of $20 a week on myself no matter what. I'll go to the thrift store. I can buy an outfit for $4 to $10. I can get shoes. I can get jewelry. I can, if I need a lamp in my home, I need curtains. I'm tired of having a sheet over my window. No matter what I need, you need dishes. You need things for your bathroom. Your kids need toys. Whatever it is, the tip of the week is we want to encourage you to take that $20 and go and do something nice for yourself. Do not live for your bills. That's how people get depressed, okay? That's how people get, disillusioned. It is expensive. I put a thing on Facebook. It was a cartoon about the woman is holding a $300 weekly check and the rent is $1,400 and they want, first and last and you no kids, it is so hard right now to live because everybody wants a piece, but you take a piece for yourself. You know what I mean? And I'm talking to people who are tithers. I'm talking about no matter what, you set money aside for yourself and go and do something to keep yourself happy. All right. So that's my tip of the week. Now, I always like to end with a song, and I was trying so hard to think about what song that I could sing. And then I thought about the people out there who are hoarders, people out there who are having a horrible time letting go. You go in your closet, you don't wear anything in your closet, you can't fit anything in your closet, but yet you can't let it go. I know it's hard. I know it's hard to let go sometimes, but you got to do it. You got to do it, and you don't even understand the peace of mind that will come with you purging, with letting go, with elimination. Even elimination is very important. Even when, physically, it's important that we eliminate. You know what I mean? That's why, anyway, I won't go into details about that. You get it. But elimination is easy, and we know it's hard to let things go sometime. So I picked this song, you know what I mean, from the movie Cooley High, honey. It's been remade by others. I think my Boys to Men put it out. This is a song called It's So Hard to Say Goodbye. Yeah, the song is about saying goodbye to yesterday, but it's hard to say goodbye to things that you try to hold on to. I know it is, but do it. Keep the things you love. Give things to your people. If you don't want to give it to strangers, give it to somebody you love. Give it to the thrift stores. Most of them have a cause that they're donating to. Give it to, donate it. You got a church bazaar coming up. Go through your things. Let it go. We know it's hard, but you can do it. This is Bargain Queen Cheryl Renee. You're listening to Making a Way Out of No Way on KUHS Denver. Oh, boy. Hard to say goodbye to that thing. I know it. You got all your mom's stuff. She's going to heaven. You got all her stuff in the basement. You can't even enjoy your basement because you're holding on to things. Go ahead and let it go. Find those few pieces that mean the most to you, and then find somebody else that will love those items. One man's trash is another man's treasure. We all know it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. how do I say goodbye to what we had? The good times that made us glad outweigh the bad. I thought we'd get to see forever, but forever has gone away. It's so hard to say goodbye to all our things. Oh, Boys to Men, I should have checked this key before I started singing it. That's what I should have done. But I'm going to take the memory of those things, and I'm going to purge, and I'm going to recycle. And then we'll be right back with this show next Wednesday, y'all. That's right. We'll be right back on KUHS Denver. Yes. This is Making a Way Out of No Way. Take with your memories of those things, but let go. Right here on KUHS Denver. We'll see you next Wednesday. It's so hard to say goodbye. To all our things.
Are you a business owner? Have you always wanted to advertise but didn't know how? Get your